LOL. I am making fun of my sister right now because I made a Thanksgiving like food menu for my mom and my sister to edit so we could figure out what we eating. And my sister told me she wanted a sweet potato pie. I said, cool. It's gonna be from the store, but we can work on that. So I volunteered to buy this store sweet potato pie. My mom took one look at that list and she deleted the store pie and she put it on Zamina's list of things to bake from scratch. Bruh. Okay. Hey YouTube, it's me, Kristianna. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to When in Doubt Pink. Hello, I am doing my makeup because I'm on the way to the movies. I'm gonna go see Wicked. I am excited about it. I am a girly who has always loved The Wizard of Oz. That's my favorite movie. And I am also just like generally interested in the like iterations of that story or spin-offs or whatever. It feels right that I go see the movie. So I'm gonna go with my coworker and friend and her family. Literally, I called her and I was like, girl, like, did your family want to come with me to the movies? And literally it's like her extended family because Thanksgiving is this week. It's all good because I'm in that family now, period. Anywho, I'm gonna do my makeup for the movies. I'm not getting dressed up, but I just wanted to have a fun face, like on theme, you know? And I'm excited. We're gonna do some green, we're gonna do some pink. And yeah, oh, so sorry. So we're also gonna chat a little bit. Because I told you guys before that I wanted to maybe chop up my end of month video into maybe 4 different videos. And so today we're going to talk about the things that brought me joy in the month of November. We're going to talk about trends in internet memes, pop culture chatter, and the tea on me. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to label or title these videos just yet without attracting the wrong kind of people, you know what I mean? So please give me grace on that. Let's get into it. First order of business, gonna put something on my ashy lips because I keep coming up here with my lips all ashy. I don't know what that's about. Okay, come a little closer. Weird. Okay. So for this look, I've had some time to think about it. I'm gonna use this Juvia's Place palette in the Warriors 3. This is the Warriors 3 palette, right? And it has this beautiful green in here that I have never used. Actually, a lot of these colors I haven't had an opportunity to really go back and use. I love makeup, but I don't always have time to do makeup. So that's what we're doing in the year of 2025, is we're playing makeup all the time. Okay, and then I have this stoned palette from Urban Decay. It's an ancient palette, but if you look, it has this really pretty green color that is on theme, Chef's Kiss. So we're gonna use those two together. And I think I'm gonna do some pink down the bottom, and there's a pink in this palette that I can use to do that. Maybe some cut crease action. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this other Juvia's Place palette in Fumi X Juvia's. I guess this was a collaboration palette of some sort, which I have used a couple times in life, but I really want to use this color here on my brow bone. So we're gonna do that real quick, like a nice little sweep of color. So the things that brought me joy in the month of November. Okay, so this month was very kind of just like not normal in a lot of ways. I'm fixing my mirror because I want to move a little closer. There we go. So the month of November was not like a normal month, right? Because I was doing a lot of election work, which we've talked a lot about already. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Kristianna. I am a senior communications specialist for a really large labor union. And yeah, I was doing a lot of political work in this election for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, which we know they did not win, and we're all dealing with it. We persist. Anyway, the thing that like really brought me joy was like just, okay, so my Capricorn is at work, right? Because I loved that I was challenged so much during this election work that I was doing. I did a ton of new things that I've never done before, and I feel like I met every challenge put in front of me with a lot of grace. And that's like, you know, it's weird to give yourself like compliments in front of other people. Like, you know, affirmations are always good, right? But like to talk about myself in this way with you, talking about myself in this way to you is a little bit like funny for me, but it's also like how I'm feeling, right? I'm gonna put a little bit of setting powder a little higher up here, just because I don't know how I really want my brow bone to look yet, and I want to leave space for me to do a number of things or leave it alone. I feel like I really rose to the occasion. I stepped up to the plate even when I was like nervous or afraid or overwhelmed or whatever it was, and the entire experience for me was transformative. Like I literally feel like a different person coming out of that experience. Leading a team, being able to teach people all the things that I love so much. You know what I mean? Like I made some ads that they put thousands and thousands of dollars towards. Got to teach folks who never thought that they would have an opportunity like this, how to do that. And so it's like, it was collaborative. Like the last election season, I had to do all that stuff myself, and this time I got to teach other people how to do it under my supervision. Me. Like, not that I'm a bum, but like me. I don't know how to explain it, but it was amazing. And the experience, like I said, was tough. But I feel like a lot of joy that I got to have that experience, you know? So I was mostly saying that this is a weird month because, ooh, oh, that's super pigmented. You see that? Super pigmented. That's why I love Juvia's. But like I be feeling like I'm like boring because I use the same brands over and over again. But like, look at this. Hello, is anybody home? This is gorgeous. I've been on vacation for the last 3 weeks. Since the election. I've never ever been able to be off from work this long. I would never normally allow myself to be off this long, but because I really did the damn thing, you know what I mean? It was agreed. Everyone felt like, yeah, go ahead and take some time off. But it is like a privilege to be able to have a job with so much flexibility, with so much grace, with so many benefits, okay? Because even though I'm taking 3 weeks off, I have so much damn time. Mind you, the organization itself gifted anybody who was on staff for the political program 5 free days off. And so the first week of my vacation actually didn't come out of my personal bank, right? They were gifted to me, and then I took more, right? And so it's a privilege to like have a job that would give you free days off. Like, go rejuvenate yourself. And the fact is that even though I technically had 2 weeks out of my personal bank of days, I'm so rich with time off that it doesn't even make a dent. Very fortunate. I'm also in a staff union, so we fight for, not fight, we don't have to fight, but like I'm in a staff union. So we get ours. This is so gorgeous. Like, hello, that color payoff is insane. As you can see, I'm just kind of layering because I have a really bad habit of blending to death. And so right now I'm just kind of going back and packing in color so that it's just as vibrant as it can be. On my vacation though, I have been trying to make a little time to enjoy my family. I've been hanging out with my cousin and reconnecting with her a lot more, and you know, making time to like talk to my sister on the phone and stuff because she's at school. I love it for me. I love it for me because it feels like I appreciate that my family never made me feel bad about like going into this rabbit hole of work for a couple months, you know? They didn't, like, my family didn't always understand like the amount of work it takes to do what I'm doing, or like amount of time, you know? But over the years, we've really kind of gotten past that in a way that makes me feel really good. I'm just going back again with a little bit of setting powder and blending the lines between what's going on my brow bone and the lid itself, because I do want that to be kind of smoked out. This is gorgeous. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do like a small cut, because normally a cut crease would go up a little bit higher, but I actually really like how it's looking up high like that, like here, you know? I kind of want to leave that alone. So I think I'm gonna crease it like here, and we'll use this really, really light colored concealer to do it. I got my hair done the other day, and that has been like the highlight of the whole damn week. The whole damn 2 weeks, okay, period. I am in love with my new hair color. I feel like a bad bitch. I feel like a grown-up lady. Not that I wasn't a grown-up lady, but now I feel like a grown-up lady. You heard? Oh, that's the one thing about a cut crease though. You do have to go up to where your actual crease is to some extent, because otherwise you'll get, I'm like trying to, I look funny, but I'm like trying to like make my eyelid touch the top of my lid so I can see, like, you see how like there's now a line up here. That's where my cut crease has to go. I thought I could avoid it, and I can't actually, because the lines in my eye, in my eyeball, will not allow that. So here we are. Anywho, getting my hair done has brought me a lot of joy. I have been holding off on getting it done for a really long time, but also I was growing my hair out from having a bob. I've also like just been wearing a lot of braids and weaves the last like year and a half or something like that now, as I was growing my hair out, and I feel like it's like back to the length that makes me feel really good. Having short hair makes me feel like a bad bitch. Having long hair makes me feel like a bad bitch. Having big hair makes me feel like a bad bitch. But like having like medium kind of hair makes me feel really awkward. Makes me feel really awkward. So that's the story of my life. Okay, I'm just really just following the lines that my eyes are making for me, and trying to keep it clean. I will rinse and repeat on the other side. Trends and internet memes. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna put the memes here on the screen for you to look at. But one of the like video memes that was just like making me crack up was Chris Brown, and I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I think it's like Kai Cenat or Kai Senta. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he has like a live streaming show or whatever. Oh, and I made a mistake, and make it match, period. Keep it moving. Okay. Anyway, he had Chris Brown on his show. We can all feel how we feel about Chris Brown, right? But one thing we can't say is that he's like not talented, right? And he was like trying to teach him, I guess, how to sing. Oh, and it was just like so funny. It was very funny.
I mean, you can learn like breathing techniques. Or how
what's the biggest advice?
Shit, me teaching you?
Yeah.
Well, shit, you gonna need like a beginner's course, nigga. Like,
how? I feel like I can learn fast though.
Hell no, your voice already raspy.
All right, give me like a note. Give me like something to say.
So just sing. What's your favorite song? What's your favorite R&B song?
Mario. You should let me. Ooh, come on now, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
You should let me love you.
You should let me love you.
Yeah, see, you tone deaf.
How? I am?
Yeah. Do
one more time.
You should let me love you.
You should let me love you.
Alright, cool. See, it would be good. You just need auto-tune.
And I sent it to my sister because we have a joke about people being like off key. I want to say the joke comes from that movie Barbershop. I don't remember which one though. But the guy was like too fine, trying to like help. Anyway, it's an inside joke with me and my sister, so I sent it to her. But I was just like belly, like gut laughing at this. I really enjoyed that. But I know one thing, he got this damn robot walking around his room like the whole time he was interviewing Chris Brown. I didn't watch the whole interview, but I keep seeing the clips because it was just, I guess, a funny interaction, like a funny interview. But he got this damn like Tesla robot thing walking around in the back of his house. It wouldn't be me. No, it wouldn't be me. Having no damn robot walking around my house. Next thing you know, he behind you, choking you. No. Ooh. Oh, I got a little alarm. There's this guy who talks a lot about like social media and his thoughts and opinions on this and that and like the landscape of social media, and he's doing a live right now, and I set an alarm so I wouldn't miss it because I missed his part 1 yesterday. Today's the part 2. So I'm gonna try to be efficient with my time because I got content to make of my own. However, I know they said he was there for like 2 hours yesterday, so I got time. Use the stone palette, use that green color where I just like cut the crease at. I think that's the plan here. I'm sure there are more memes around right now, but that was just one that like had me so tickled and I just kept going back to it and watching it. Okay, so pop culture chatter. Right now, a lot of the girls are discussing, oh no, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I might have to use my finger for this. Yeah, it's like that smushy kind of eyeshadow. I hate that. Let me see, is it going on? I don't like that, because then I'm gonna mess up my crease. Yeah, because the concealer came off of my finger. The concealer came off of my finger. Trying to rub this onto my eyelid. Okay, so we have to do a change of plans. But I want like a lime. Let me see, what is in this palette? Okay, all right, we back. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna use this like limey color from this random palette. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think I got this on Amazon like a couple years ago or something. But ooh, yeah, yes. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, we back in here. Period. Okay, I'm excited about this. Can you see what it's doing so far? So pretty. Okay, so anyway, the girls are talking about Sky Jackson and her albino baby dad, Yerky, completely like Yerky Yerk or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the kids is talking about. But anyway, embarrassing, and it irritates me every time I see them together because I can't believe that this young lady, accomplished young lady, another accomplished young lady is like getting knocked up by a bum. A bum. I said what I said. Y'all gonna make me try to take it back. I said what I said. He's a bum. And that is so sad to me. It's also like very interesting to me when perceived good girls, right? Like, because I talk a lot about what it means to be raised to be a good girl, right? And the toll that takes on you. I talk about that a lot, right? But then there's like another side to this like good girl conversation, and there are women and girls who are perceived as good girls, if that makes sense. And I think that Sky Jackson is definitely one of them, right? And I think that she has been able to, I don't want to say fool people, because at the end of the day, none of us know her, right? None of us know her for real. We just think what we think about people based on what we have seen about them, right? The conclusions we make from seeing them based on how they allow us to see them and consume them, right? And I say that to say, like, I think that her time on Disney, being seen as like a kid star kind of thing, is why people think that she is like a good girl, right? But I be having my ears to the streets, all right? I have my ears to the streets, and the girls be saying that Sky Jackson like allegedly is one of these girls that does like the yachting thing. Basically, like, if you know anything about these like little Dubai trips that some of the girls be on, and what happens on the way there and when they go there, and they do it in exchange for goods and cash, you know what I mean? There's like a similar thing that they call yachting, and the streets say that allegedly Sky Jackson's mom like taught her how to be a yacht girl very early, and you know, so like although she's like perceived to be like a good girl, that's a woman, okay? That's a woman doing what she gotta do. Okay, so I'm gonna go back with the dark green again, and just kind of like keep blending the ends here of like when the two colors meet. Yes, the way the colors meet is so gorgeous to me. Okay, and so I was bringing that up. I feel like I get off task a little bit too easy sometimes. Okay, so I was bringing that up, the yachting thing, to say that like people are feeling like, dang, she got bamboozled into like being with this guy and like having a baby by some bum who's like in the streets and blah 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 blah. How did this happen or whatever? But I feel like Sky Jackson knows what she's doing. Okay, so then I say all that to say that, like, you know, people be like, oh, Sky Jackson, how did she like get involved with such a bum, like da 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 da, you know? And I would just say that, like, I feel she's not really a victim. Like, she knew who he was from the gate, and was probably super attracted to that. Probably super attracted to that. I'm gonna go back again with this light colored concealer and do the rest of my under eye, because I don't think that the pink I have is going to be pigmented enough. And so I'm just gonna do that real quick. When this man introduced himself to her as Yerky Yerky, she should have already knew what time it was, and probably did, because I remember back when I was young, I used to love me a thug. When I was young, I love me a gangbanger, okay? Snitching on myself for real, this is tea. Niggas that kill people, like men who sell stuff, like all of that. I used to think that stuff was so sexy. I dated a guy, he still had a bullet in his chest. Girl, I think Sky Jackson knew what she was doing. That's all. That is all. That is the announcement. Okay, so I did put the concealer on, but then I blended it. I'm sure you just saw me do that, just because I don't want it to be too stark. Now let's go. Yeah, I was right to do that, because this isn't that pigmented, but we're gonna see. I didn't get a chance to watch this video yet, but Kim Foster was making a video with the title being like, the girls are already pregnant, what do you want them to do? And I kind of agree with that. Like, you can teach girls, like, you know what I mean, what their options are in case of trouble. You can teach girls what to look out for, to stay away from, so that they don't get caught up with a man named Yerky Yerky. You could do all of that preventative stuff, right? But the second they decide they're not going down to the clinic, what do you want them to do? Or, I mean, in the future, I mean, we might not even be able to do nothing about it by the time you find out you got a baby on the way these laws is looking. And so I do understand that to some level we do have to have grace for people. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. What am I gonna do? The way this pink is looking makes me look diseased. Okay, because I could go crazy on the blush, but that's like a lot. I might have to just commit. I think I'm gonna commit, and then, you know, let me see if there's another pink that I could go over top of this with. Yeah. Okay, let me try this one. Let me see how this looks. Okay, that's a little bit better. Dang, I should have used this palette for the whole thing. I still look diseased, but it looks better. Okay, what time is it? I'm doing good. So the next thing I wanted to kind of touch on, because we ain't gonna get all into it. But the girls are fighting over who won the Sephora squad. If you don't know what that is, Sephora has this contest kind of thing they do every year, where they pick a certain number of influencers to be like their ambassadors or whatever for, I guess, the year. I'm sure there's probably discounts and like free stuff included in the experience of being like a Sephora squad member, right? And different influencers, and you probably know a few that like have probably applied and probably got denied. Ooh, excuse me. And it's always really baffling to me, right? Because this time around, so in the past, right, people always felt like the way that Sephora handles this contest is like very fair. This year, the people who got chosen, it was very obvious that they chose people who they could get a return on investment with. And so like people have like just bursted into this discourse about favoritism, and just like the way that Sephora is handling larger influencers and prioritizing them over smaller influencers, blah, blah, blah. It's getting kind of ugly, the way that people are feeling like they were more deserving than this one and that one. It's getting ugly. But also I have thoughts as well. Like I saw somebody saying that they should start to do tiers, like the amount of followers, because the thing is, right, to like, so like you apply to be a Sephora squad member, and they like, I've looked at the application before, I should say. I've looked. Didn't apply though, because I realized I couldn't compete. You decide you want to be a Sephora squad person. You go on there, and there's like a series of questions that they ask about you and your like relationship to beauty and this and that. And then you have to get your followers to write almost like a recommendation of how you have like inspired them, or how you have just made a difference doing your beauty thing in their lives or whatever, like testimonials basically. And you have to get a ton of them. And at first I thought, is it like whoever gets the most wins? I thought it was something like that, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's like in combination with who Sephora decides to choose. I'm just not sure. But either way, just off of that part alone, I knew I couldn't compete, because I don't have a following like that. Like I just don't. And some of these girls have millions and millions of followers, right? So let's get serious. And so like when the person was like, yeah, I think that moving forward, they should consider doing things in tiers, like nano, micro influencers, this amount of followers, blah, blah, blah. I totally agree with that, because now you open the door for more people to have a chance to win and be a part of all the festivities. And the thing about it is that like, just because you have a big following doesn't mean that like all of your followers are gonna buy everything that you say, right? Because I think that the more popular you are, the more skeptical people become of you, right? And your intentions when you're promoting this product or showing that product or whatever. And so, but also that like people who are smaller can also get people to buy stuff. I've bought stuff at the recommendation of smaller influencers dozens of times before. And so I just, you know, it's just very interesting. The girls are fighting. A lot of it is giving like hater. Some of it is just looking very ugly, very unkind. I'm gonna go back with some black eyeshadow over top of this eyeliner I just did, because I can hardly see it and I want to see it. Oh, there's no black in this palette. Oh, the Stranger Things palette has a black in it. Okay, y'all remember this. Okay. Oh, there's a little green in here too I could have used. Oh well. Okay. So here's the little shade I have for this whole situation. There are some people, okay, some people who have won that I kind of feel like, why did you apply? Because you ain't never been no beauty girl. You know what I mean? I think I just have like a certain idea in my head about the kind of person who should even be applying for that. And for some of these people to have gotten prioritized over people who really put in that work in the beauty space. You know what I mean? Like there are beauty girls and there are fashion girls, right? And some of them do both. Some people do both, right? But there's always going to be that one thing that you do better than the other thing. And there are a lot of fashion girls that got Sephora Squad that don't do makeup or like really do beauty stuff. You know what I mean? And that's no shade, like, because some of them I really, really like. But I would have never thought that they would have even applied for this. You know what I mean? And so it's like y'all are taking up space from the girls who put in that work. Okay, and maybe I'm wrong to think like that, and so I'm open to feedback about this, especially if you've been following the discourse. You know, again, it don't have nothing to do with me because I didn't apply, or I would never get it, you know, because literally there is a level of favoritism, and the fact that if you have millions of followers across platforms, I can't compete, right? So that would not be a good use of my time. Unless I got everybody in my union to give me a recommendation or something. Like, I really would have to cheat. Like, I would have to go out of my way. The girls are getting angry about this, and it's definitely interesting. All right, I'm gonna put a little liquid blush here, just a little bit. And I'm gonna put my concealer, my under eye concealer on after I put my foundation on today, because I want my under eye to look a little bit bright. The tea on me. There really is no tea, but I just like had this like funny thing I was gonna say. So I had gotten some new you see me talking low, right? I'm talking low. I had got some new neighbors or whatever. And they were under the impression that they were living their lives privately, but y'all not. Y'all loud, and I can hear you, right? And I had enough, because they moved in and I felt like they were like avoiding me or something, because I'm like, how is it that like y'all have been here like 2 months and I haven't met you yet? It's getting weird. It's giving y'all avoiding me. Right? And so this time I heard them outside, and I went out there and I was like, hello. Hi, you know? And they happened to be like coming down some steps or whatever, and they were like, oh, I hope we're not being too loud, because they were moving furniture. And I was like, oh, you know, do your thing, but yeah, y'all do be loud. I was like, yeah, I be hearing y'all getting it cracking or whatever. I was like, you know, in my head, I was gonna be like that mean black lady that lives downstairs. They were so nice though, that I ended up breaking character. But I thought like maybe if I just try to be really firm and scare them, like I won't have to have this conversation twice, you know what I mean, ever in life. But I'm like, y'all, yes, y'all are loud. Y'all are loud, and I'm over it. Y'all are not alone. I can hear you. I was like, why don't y'all like play some music or something? You know what I mean? Set a little mood or something. And the boyfriend started laughing. The girl, she was mortified. She was mortified, but I think that only helps me make my point. Yeah, be embarrassed, because I've had enough. So hopefully that'll be the last time I have to say that. You know, don't want to have to repeat myself. Anyway, I'm gonna do my base now, because I think my face is just about done, and I'm really dying to get on this Instagram live and hear what's being said. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be back with the finished face, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. This is my face. I do still feel like the pink is making me look a little diseased. But we're gonna leave it alone, okay? Because we ain't got all day. Yeah. Also, I have these earrings I want to wear. Okay. Look. It's a witch. These are vintage. I found these on eBay a few years ago. But this is the perfect time. The perfect time. Science rules. So fun. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the movie though. If you are gonna watch the next, wait. If you watch the vlog that comes out before this, you'll get my little review. Because I think the vlog is gonna come out before this video. Got a little bit of makeup on my collar, but who gonna check me? Who gonna check me, boo? I love. She ate. Okay, so lots of thoughts, lots of opinions. I am looking forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions on any of the things I talked about. Open conversation, open forum. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.